Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, guys. I am here hanging with the saucy beaver and her baby, Maggie Lee, this little sassy beeves. Alright guys, so the message from the masculine, it's going to be a little bit triggering tonight, okay? Because I feel like lately the videos have been pushing many of you to really let go, expand, be lighthearted about your energies. I feel like that's why Maggie Lee has been dipping on a lot of the videos lately. Like if you guys notice her body language, she's been dipping on a lot of the readings. It's because it's time for some of you guys to venture off onto your own path right now. You're not meant to stay stagnant. You're not meant to do a specific role or be a specific type of way for too long. You need to evolve. You need to grow. Okay? Now, the major message that's been coming through from the Divine Masculine Collective is like I feel like a little bit of regret. Okay? They're beating themselves up. That's the best way I can put it. And I had a song synchronicity come through. It's called Angel. And it's by Jake and like a few other different artists. But the main message in the song synchronicity is like, you know what? Like, you're an angel. Don't fly too close to me. A person like me breaks beautiful things. You know, like it's like they don't trust themselves with your energy, so it's better to be distant from you than to be in your life and do you harm in some sort of way. I don't know why that's the message I'm getting. At the top of the deck, we have a major arcana, which is life experience. So let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I feel like the changes that are leading to significant opportunities. I'm gonna need your help for this reading. Mickey, you and baby are gonna need your help. Because we have ego here, so I'm like, Meg, I can't do this reading without you, Mama. I know. I'm sorry, honey. I just needed to call on your assistance, my love. Because life experience and ego coming up together, it's like there's so much energy from the masculine collective, guys. Like it's exhausting, like for me personally as a reader, because the life experience card is the Tower card. If you guys notice the Tower in the background, it's not necessarily though that the Tower is collapsing. It's just at this time, you know, the Tower is about to collapse, right? It's different when you're dealing with it and everything's falling apart, right? But it's a different feeling when you have the anxiety and that built up tension to the fact that you know those towers are collapsing as we speak. And like, you know, the thing is like ego, you know, it says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. I said this in the last reading. A lot of you may not even realize that your masculines are the ones who depend on the karmic for financial stability. Right now, that's like, ugh, barf. I can't believe I would depend on somebody else to have my back. Like, I should stand firmly on my own 2 feet, right? But instead, like, your masculines are feeling disgusted with themselves because it's like, I'm a man, right? Like I'm a masculine. How dare I depend on somebody else for my financial stability, right? Like they're feeling triggered, like they should have earned it. They should have worked hard. Instead, many of them are coming like it's like they're mooching off of people. Like they're waiting for other people's abundance to bless them rather than creating abundance on their own. And I feel like that feeling alone is making them sick to the stomach. It's making them like dive out of the ego. Where are you going with baby? Guys, she took baby in her mouth. Maggie Lee again, wilding. Acting like a lion out in the wilderness. Like some kind of tiger in the wilderness. Taking baby in your mouth. Well, I never see more. But anyways, guys, aside from Maggie Lee doing her animalistic thing, you guys should see she's so cute, guys. I can't even like. she's so flipping cute. Honestly, Meg is a trip, bro. But anyways, guys, like I really do feel like a lot of your masculines are kind of like looking at themselves like, damn, like I don't like the idea of leaning on people. Like I want to be self-sufficient. I want to rely on myself. I want to know what it's like to be responsible for myself. And I feel like many of the divine feminines are setting this energy by like, look at Mega's energy. Many of the feminines are off doing your own goddamn thing. Like you guys are just, you don't have the time of day. Like you're playful right now. Right? Like you'll just get up and walk away and go play. Right? Like I honestly, like, this is not the first time Mega has done this type of thing. Like if you guys go back to my earlier videos like 2-3 years ago, she mirrors the energy of what's going on. It's not the first time she'll just lose interest in just sitting here. It's like she's ready to get up and go. And I feel like that's what's irritating a lot of your divine masculine's ego, because it's like, how dare you not be invested in the twin flame journey right now and trying to help me? It's like trying to help you, bro. Like I'm out here playing. Like I'm too busy having a good time. And that's part of growth. Many of the divine feminines you're not willing to be stuck in negative cycles anymore in the name of love, right? Like many of you are starting to question, like, what is love? What is unconditional love? What does that really mean for me? Okay. We have Mercury, messages, travel, communication. I feel like many of you are in need of travel right now. Specifically, those of you who crave travel because you want to be near the beach. I don't know why I'm getting that. You're in the need of cleansing, and the only thing that can do that for you is salt water or the ocean. So many of you are really, really feeling the need to just travel right now. So that could be a big synchronicity for many of you who have been second guessing booking a trip. It's not about like going on the trip and like the need to socialize and the need to get out. Like the ocean, the salt water is calling you, and that's why many of you are getting messages about travel right now. It doesn't matter like what you do when you're there or whatever. All that matters is that you go and you soak in salt water, you soak in the beach. Okay, so take that really seriously for many of you right now who have clicked on this reading and you've gotten to this point on the reading. Like make sure that you guys are taking those concerns very seriously. If you can't travel right now and be near salt water, I really urge you to either go swimming at a pool, like immerse yourself in a lot of water so that way you can create clarity. Go to, a local beach, a local lake, okay, depending on where you guys are at, okay? We also have change and courage. Decisions, I talked about the masculines being decisive, and that might have to do with change. And courage, right? Like it's like in order to be decisive, you have to be courageous in order to create change. So a lot of your masculines are finding their voice right now. I think I shared in my community post about the Hierophant energy. Like if many of you have had a scratchy throat, it's because a lot of the divine masculines are realizing that there is strength in expression. Expression is normally seen as like a very feminine energy, but because many of your masculines are feeling empowered by having tapped into their feminine energy, right? So the old paradigm was like, whoa, you're showing any signs of emotion, you're weak. Times are changing. If a man can show any type of feminine energy, emotion, it's seen as strength, right? So a lot of your masculines are realizing that it's like, damn, like the more I live in my truth, the more I express myself, I can take this fucking mask off, right? Like, just because I express myself and I speak my truth doesn't mean I'm a bitch at home wearing my face mask, right? Cucumbers over my eyes and shit. Like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, expressing yourself and expressing your truth as a man, there is great strength in that. Feminines crave a man who is able to express himself in thoughts. And if you cross him, believe me, he can express himself in physical aggression too, right? So we have karma, balance, and justice. I feel like, so much is coming through for the divine masculines right now. It's like many of them thought that having you in their lives was a curse. Like, what the fuck? Like, who is she? Why is she here? Why do I feel so sexual towards her? Why do I just want to bang her every single second of the day? It's energy, and energy doesn't lie. The reason you want to just smash that, okay, bang into that, get into that, all the way deep inside of that, is because, you know, it really does feel like finding yourself, right? Finding that part of yourself that you've been lacking for so long. That part of you that wants to balance the karma because you're strong enough and you're brave enough. Like if you're a divine masculine and you're overly in your divine masculine energy to the point where you're just like, damn, I can't control watching porn, I can't control drinking, I can't control doing drugs. The minute you become strong enough to allow yourself to start chipping away at those walls that you've built with your bare hands, and you allow your feminine in, she'll give you the strength and the motivation to be able to overcome the vices. A lot of the times the vices, it's soothed by her love and her attention and her affection and everything that you feel like you've been missing all of these years. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm feeling this message deep in my heart. Okay, I was gonna end the reading, but I'm being tempted to pick up the Tarot of Sensual Magic because of this whole like bam bam smash smash. So let's go ahead and find out like how the masculines are feeling towards you. I feel like many of you want to put up blocks towards your divine masculine. We have the Hermit coming out again. It's honestly because they're in deep contemplation about you, being intimate with you, having you in every single way, having you all to themselves because you've been a vital part of their awakening. But aside from the Hermit that's already come out, it's a major arcana, so we know that's already a major theme that's happening for many of your divine masculines. They're pulling away, they're silent at this time, they're quiet. It's because they're on the ascension journey. They're on this ascension path to recognizing and understanding what a masculine is, what the divine feminine's role is in their life, and how to be able to integrate her energy into their energy. It's not about this divine masculine coming in and conquering you. They can't. And they're used to doing that. Any ounce of feminine energy they get, they want to dominate it and they want to conquer it. And believe me, a lot of these karmics they've been met with will just allow them to dominate and conquer, right? But what does that do? It just pushes them more deeply into this overly masculine energy. Our masculines need balance. The masculines are tapping back into understanding that there is strength in feminine energy, right? That only the divine feminine, only the female body can give birth, right? Biologically, only the female body and energy can give birth. A lot of your masculines who are biologically masculines, male body, they're so attracted to this phenomena that your body can bring life into this world. Okay, so, okay, I won't even like take any questions on this. I feel like this is just what the universe wants you to know at this time about what your masculine is feeling. So I can't show these cards, guys, on YouTube. I've been openly honest about what's going on YouTube, and that they don't want any type of sensuality or sex-ality, like you-ality to be shown. And you know, I don't know, ever since becoming a mom I've become a little bit more conservative, so I'm just gonna abide by their rules, because I myself, as a son who just, you know, he loves the social media world, but I make sure he keeps it healthy. One of his favorite YouTubers is Mark Rober, who's an engineer. But still, when he's searching for Mark Rober videos, yeah, you'd be surprised at the types of thumbnails that come through while your children think that they're out there, or even you, searching healthy topics to learn and educate themselves. YouTube is just, it's any social media platform for that matter of fact. You just have to be mindful. Okay, so anyways, enough of my 2 cents on that. Actually, forget I said 2 cents. It's like, you know, $100 on that. Like, please be mindful of the content that your kids are consuming. And if you are allowing them to dig into their interests, make sure that you guys are sitting with them side by side, so that way you can answer any questions they have, or just be there to, be a guidance, be a parental guidance on the media that they're consuming. But anyways, guys, some of the things that are coming up for your divine masculines right now, it has to do with the Three of Swords, okay? This is the tarot of sexual magic. You guys can look it up and you can see what the cards look like for yourself. Hi, baby. There's definitely a comparison that your masculine is facing right now. A lot of karmic energies too, like they have their eyes on you. They can't understand how these relationships are falling apart in their lives, like why the divine masculine would choose you. But it's about energy. And I feel like if you guys take a good look at this card, like even the harp in the background, the karmic in the background with the pot, like they've been doing all kinds of spell work. Like the pot doesn't have to represent like, oh, double toil and trouble. Like the pot represents an open mind and things being filled into that open mind. It's like you have a karmic person who, instead of realizing like, oh, how can I make my life better? Like, how can I do the things that make me happy? Like, how can I thrive? It's not like that. This karmic person is like, how do I destroy this divine feminine's life? How do I destroy this divine masculine's life? How do I hold this person back? Right? So many of the karmics are being dissolved right now. They can't get in the way, okay? We have the Four of Wands, which is this divine feminine. Because you're tapped into your masculine energy, you're going to dominate the sensual energy between you and your masculines. Ideally, if you guys look at like the symbols between like the wand, which is the masculine, okay, erect, and the divine feminine, which is circular to receive, ideally a lot of your divine masculines will dominate, right, by doing this motion. When the divine feminine is ready to dominate, it can still have this motion going, except she may just like sit on you or throw that shit back. And these are the types of things that it's happening within Twin Flame Connections to really balance things out. Okay, a lot of your masculines are feeling the balance within you, divine feminine. Like, okay, if you and your masculine are intimate, for example, if they're completely engaged in their masculine energy, they're going to want to have you just stay while they penetrate your energy, okay? Even if you try to throw it back, they're going to tell you stay. But ideally, like, it's like that conquering energy over you constantly. Right now, I feel like now is the time, 2023, where these divine feminines are just throwing it back. You guys are throwing it back, and it's just that, it's that high priestess energy here within you. Many of you just, know how to carry yourselves, and you stay 10 steps ahead. And the high priestess is someone who reads a lot. You study a lot. You're able to just tune out of social media, tune out of vices, anything that makes you weak against knowledge, which is why she has the book open and the cat there. The cat represents intuition. You're really good at just blocking things out that distract you in this physical world against ascension, right? Like the high priestess is a divine feminine who is devoted to ascension, and you're really good at blocking out like fucking Instagram, like Facebook, like TikTok, like all of that shit. You're just like, oh, it's garbage. Like it's garbage to the human intellect, right? So instead, the high priestess will study, like you'll study from other people. And that's why I was talking about in the last reading I did, many of your masculines are going on like Quora.com and Reddit and stuff. It's because divine masculine energy or king energy, it normally represents knowledge. So many of your masculines right now are in that king energy because they damn well see you in this high priestess energy. And the best way to catch the high priestess attention is to show that you are skilled in your knowledge, right? Because the high priestess receives everything. She may not be able to articulate herself the way that you do, right, with your knowledge, but she feels on an intuitive level, and you know that. She may not be able to have the words to express it, but she can definitely pull your energy in so much to the point where you can feel that she knows exactly what she's talking about. All right, and we have the Tower card to end off this reading. Okay, so the Tower card also You know, to me, like, it's jealousy. If you guys look up the Tower card in this particular deck, you will see that. You know, a lot of your masculines are feeling triggered right now about you having to school them in some type of way. I don't know why that message is coming up, but it's like they hate the idea of you as the feminine energy schooling them. But what I ultimately feel is that, you know, those divine masculines who were lacking a maternal influence in their lives, you know, they are the ones who are triggered. But eventually it will translate and absorb into, okay, I can trust this divine feminine energy because the energy she's giving off is everything that I've ever longed for and everything that I've ever missed. All right? And I feel so heavy in my heart saying that, but yeah, have compassion for the divine masculines. You guys just never know what they're going through. And I'm going to end off this reading by saying, like, if you're a divine feminine listening, it doesn't matter what your dynamic looks like. I mean, the energy that you carry alone, even being immersed in the tarot world, just be mindful of the way you carry yourself. Be mindful of your words. Be mindful of the way you speak when it comes to your divine masculine. When you're dealing with your divine masculine, embody femininity. Calm and put in check that divine masculine energy within yourself. So that way you guys can have the most out of this experience, okay? It should be divine masculine and divine feminine communicating, okay? Not masculine and masculine or feminine and feminine. Each polar opposite needs to embody the true core energy that they feel and be able to tap into the opposite energy as much as possible if you guys are going to find union, all right? So that's what I have for you guys for tonight's reading. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope it helps in some way. Me and this cheeky little beeves. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, okay? All right. Good night, guys. Bye.